Buenos dias, Pepitas, and our little chefs. We're so glad to see you. I've got Ethan here today, and we're going to make two things. The first thing we're going to make is a special request by Ethan. Do you want to share what it is?
Sure.
Okay, you talk, I'll hold.
Okay, today we are making watermelon smoothies.
Watermelon smoothie. Here it is. And that's from our Forest Feast for Kids cookbook, which we love. We do not have all the ingredients to make this smoothie, but we don't mind. We looked around our kitchen and we made a couple of small adjustments. It's probably gonna taste great. So we'll have to adjust maybe. What you'll need is an adult to help you out. You're gonna need
A blender.
a blender. So you're gonna take the top off the blender.
Not a toy tool.
Thank you. Not a toy. Why isn't this a toy? What's going on in here that's so serious?
That.
See that in there? Nobody puts their hand in a blender. Everybody keeps their hands out and they use a spatula or some other kind of thing. Because right inside here, what is that, Ethan?
A spinning ninja star, basically.
Yeah.
It looks like a ninja star, but it's actually basically two double-sided blades on top of each other that spin really, really fast to turn everything into a liquid.
Yeah, and it's not safe, so we don't touch it. We respect the knife.
It's not even safe for food.
We're going to need a watermelon. Okay. We're going to need some fresas. These are frozen fresas, also known as
Strawberries.
Recipe calls for frozen strawberries, so we've got some of those. We also noticed in our freezer that we had some frozen cranberries. These are so good for you. They're full of vitamin C. They make your body strong and fast, and so we're going to add some in. The recipe called for apple juice. We pretty much never have apple juice in our house. So we looked around in our fridge and we found sparkling probiotic drink, lime and coconut. So we're going to use this instead of apple juice. All right, Ethan, shall we cut up the watermelon?
Sure.
Okay, so you're going to need an adult because a watermelon cannot be cut with a kid knife. It's just too big and too hard to do. So we're going to use...
It has a very tough skin.
Yeah, we're going to use the adult chef knife.
Wait, maybe we should move some things off the cutting board since watermelons are pretty juicy.
That's a great idea. Thanks for your help with that. All right, so I'm going to hold it with two hands, and of course, you might have guessed that we've washed our hands already.
Yep.
And I'm going to use a big, strong knife. It's tricky business. And I think that we're going to end up using half of this watermelon.
It is a very big watermelon.
Keep your hands back while I'm cutting.
I've seen bigger, but it's a very big one.
Woo!
Let's use this half.
Okay. So I'm going to cut that half.
You can see the different cuts and the gouges and stuff because my mom, or your principal, just did a lot of cuts to do it, so it's kind of jagged.
You're very observant. All right, can we eat the skin? The outside part?
Well, I don't think you can.
Can you go get me a smaller knife, please?
I don't think you can. You might be able to, but it's not very good. Sometimes I like nibbling on the white part if there's any red part left, but usually not. Okay.
I asked Ethan to get me, yeah, that'd be great, a smaller knife so I can cut this out a little more easily.
This is also not a kid knife.
No.
This is also not a tool. Well, it is a tool, actually. It is a tool. It's a very dangerous tool.
Would you like to do a taste test?
Sure.
All right. How is that? Can you describe it for us when you're done with that bite?
soft and juicy. Not as juicy as orange, but still juicy.
Is it sweet?
Yeah, sweet.
Oh boy, do you know who's gonna love these watermelon rinds?
Our chickens?
Yeah, the chicks love the watermelon. So maybe we should take people outside with us to feed the chickens.
No.
Yeah, I think they would like that. I'll carry the computer. You can feed them. If they're going to get any left, I don't know if you know what's going on here, but this guy, he's eating what I've left on there, which is pretty normal for our house. We will share the rest with the chickens because they love getting all the extra parts of watermelon.
They got a beak.
They do. Chickens have beaks, so they're great at pecking. All right. Go ahead and set that down because we need to keep cooking.
Okay.
You can come back to it. All right. Go ahead and add in your strawberries and your cranberries.
However much
small
smoothie
glass
you
of ice.
want, however much you want, you can. That's how much you should put in there because you don't want to put a whole watermelon in there and a ton of stuff, and then you get a full blender full of smoothie, and you can't eat that much. So.
What if you had extra smoothie? What could you do with it?
You could put it in a jar. You could share with some of your family. You could put it in a jar and put it in the fridge.
What about making popsicles?
That was cool.
You could make popsicles with it if you had extra. All right,
I like seeing it like fizz because it's really cool.
Well, we've never made a smoothie with a carbonated drink. This is new. So, wonder how it's going to taste. I don't have a mute button. So, you are going to have to either turn down your volume or plug your ears. Are you ready? Okay, we're going to make a lot of noise. Here we go. Okay, Ethan, you can stay with your ears plugged so that everyone knows what to do.
Okay, it's going to come soon.
All right.
That was loud.
Was it really loud? I was actually thinking it might be louder than that. Okay, let's do a taste test. Here's what it looks like. It's really beautiful. We'll give Ethan the first sip. See how it is. We really didn't follow the recipe at all because a chef has the power to make changes based on the ingredients they have and their personal preferences. How is it?
It tastes good, but it smells bad.
Tastes good, but smells bad. All right, I'm going to really take my time here. It doesn't smell amazing. I'm not going to lie. But I really like the taste of it. And I know that watermelons and cranberries and strawberries are super good for my body. They help me to be fast and strong. So, even though it's not my favorite, I think my body's going to say thank you. You know who's going to like this? You think it's your favorite? This is going to be for Jaden when he's ready. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do is that we are going to make Aunt Carol's quick pickles for salads and sandwiches. Do you remember when we did the pickle sandwich? That was so, so good. Well, those pickles were not quick pickles. Those were canned pickles that we made last summer. Mm-hmm. And my Aunt Carol, who lives in Leavenworth in the mountains, which are that way, she has this recipe, and we are going to share it with you because it is so awesome. So
this is the stuff we'll need.
Here's the stuff we're going to need. You're going to need a jar. This is the size jar that you need for this recipe. This is a pint jar. No, quart quart jar. Okay, what else?
Giant cucumber again.
1 giant cucumber.
Again.
Yeah, we use a lot of cucumbers.
That's a lot of sugar.
Half a cup of sugar. So a note on the sugar. The recipe actually calls for 1 cup of sugar because everything in this recipe is actually in ones. 1 jar, 1 cucumber, 1 cup of sugar. However, we've experimented and the recipe works great with anywhere between half a cup and a cup of sugar. So we use a half a cup of sugar. 1 twist of pepper. 1 generous pinch of salt. Careful with those.
And we'll need a full to the brim jar of hot water.
Warm water. 1 cup warm water. If you use hot water, it cooks the cucumber. We're not trying to cook the cucumber. We're trying to ferment it. So we use warm water because that will help us dissolve the sugar. And what is this?
And this is 1 cup of room temperature water.
Why don't you give that a smell? Maybe a little taste.
Oh, not water.
Not water.
Vinegar.
It's vinegar. It's plain white vinegar. And it's 1 cup. So 1 cup water, 1 cup warm water, 1 cup white vinegar, 1 pinch salt, 1 shake pepper, 1 cucumber.
Oh, and the white vinegar, you don't want it cold, but you also don't want it warm.
Room temperature.
You want it around room temperature. Not exact. It doesn't have to be exactly. Just around room temperature.
This is a flexible recipe, which is why it works so well for our family. Okay, let's make them. So the first thing we're going to add...
How long will it take for them to be ready?
Oh, good question. Ethan, ask your question louder.
How long will it take to have them be ready, like be able to eat, like full pickles, not just picklish cucumbers?
You can eat them right away, but ideally you would eat them 2 hours later. So you would make your pickles now for your snack or your dinner. Okay, so the first thing you need to add is the sugar because we want that to have the most time to dissolve. Okay, next add your water.
Which one?
Which one is it? How will you know?
The warm water.
Yeah.
The warm one is always the water. Oopsies.
Okay, go ahead and add your big pinch of salt.
I think I spilled some water.
That's okay. Now, Ethan's fingers make smaller pinches than mine. So I'm actually going to use a few fingers, and I'm going to put a few finger pinch in. Okay, very nice.
So, if you're a kid, you might want to do, if you're a kid, because you'll have smaller fingers than who invented this recipe, you'll probably want to do 3 to 2 pinches. And I guess we're using our nylon knife to stir.
Yeah, we're using our nylon knife to stir. You're very observant. I'm giving this a stir. This is called the brine, and we want it to set up a little bit. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut our cucumber into thin slices, and they do not need to be perfect, okay?
You would use this nylon knife. My mom's using her grown-up knife.
Right, and remember with a knife, this is a tool, not a toy. So we're going to hold it like we mean it, and we're going to make sure that our cucumber is setting solid here, okay?
This
Is it a struggle?
crunchy cucumber.
You're doing great. You're sticking with it. You're doing awesome. Now, some people like to add an onion to their pickles. Do you think we should do that? Adds a nice flavor. It's optional. Some people add radishes to their pickles, and we did that last week, but it turns out we don't care for it. So we're not going to do it again.
I think we should add a few onions.
You do?
Just to give it that pickly taste.
Okay, once you've cut up your cucumbers, go ahead and gently stick them in the jar. Doo-doo-doo. These look great, Ethan. So nice to have some help.
Oh, Mom. Can I ask you a question again?
Yeah.
How long do these last?
That's a good
I know
question.
pickled pickles. No. Well, pickled pickles that are canned last a long time.
Yeah, about a year.
But how long do quick pickles take?
Quick pickles should be eaten within about 2 weeks. So here we have a beautiful jar of quick pickles, and we're going to put a lid on them and put them in the fridge, and they'll be ready for dinner tonight. You can finish your pickles and then slice a new cucumber and put it right in the brine over and over and over again until you feel like you're ready for fresh brine. But we're going to use this brine for a long time. The only reason that we might need to change out the brine is if we add in something we don't like. So for example, we added in radishes. We didn't like it. It added a flavor that we didn't care for. So we're starting over, which is one reason why we're inspired to make pickles for you today. Thanks, Ethan, put the lid on. So now I'm just gonna do a gentle shake. I want the brine to get all over these pickles, and you can stick an onion in here too. It's so yummy. And we've got pickles for salads and sandwiches. What do you think you're gonna use these pickles on for you?
I think I might have some in my dinner tonight, and probably I'm going to have another quick pickle sandwich for lunch tomorrow.
Ooh, that sounds great. And I'm going to have my quick pickles on a salad. It's delicious on spinach, and I use the brine as part of my salad dressing, and it's so good, and it's really good for you.
Are you sure we should use the brine right away? Because don't we need the brine to make more pickles?
Ethan asks a really great question. What if I use all the brine in my salad? How will we make more pickles? Well, we might have to make more brine, but it only takes a little splash of the brine on the salad to make me satisfied, so it will still last a long time.
Okay.
So today we have delicious watermelon smoothie and quick pickles for salads and sandwiches. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, look. All the, more foamy watermelon stuff is at the top, and then all the denser juice is at the bottom. See?
That's amazing. Did you realize, have you noticed? Density is following us around so many different places.
Yeah.
Cool.
Remember the density in I think it was our salad dressing on Honey Week?
The honey mustard salad dressing, we saw density in that one too. It's good to observe what's around you. All right, you guys, we love you and we miss you. Have a great lunch. Adios, amigos.